Hi there, my name is Meghan Ciana Doidge and I'm the creator of the web series Sifting Realities. When I was brainstorming ideas for a web series, I thought it might be fun to share something else that I'm kind of known for being pretty good at, baking, specifically baking cookies. So, as seen in the pilot episode that premiered last Monday, Belinda, the lead character of Sifting Realities, bakes for a living. And in this companion series, Baking with the Director, I'm going to share my recipes with you. So, oatmeal butterscotch chip cookies. Here we go. Preheat your oven to 350. I have brought my butter to room temperature. 3/4 cups of butter. And we're going to cream it. Creamy and sticking to the sides of the bowl. We are going to add our cup of packed brown sugar. Then after this is mixed for a little while, I'm going to add the white sugar. 1/2 cup of white sugar. We're going to mix it and mix it and mix it until it's well combined and creamy. Scrape the bowl. Now the proper way to add an egg, which I never do, but I will do because you're watching me, is to crack it into a separate bowl to make sure, I assume, that it's not bad. And also that you don't get any shells in it. So 1 large egg. Let's talk about vanilla for a second. Most recipes call for 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I always pour 1 teaspoon. I pour it and then I just let it dribble over the edges of the teaspoon a little bit. So maybe I put in like 1 1/8 teaspoons. I'm a big fan of vanilla. This is pure vanilla, and it's more expensive, but man, it's yummy. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla, scrape down the sides of the bowl. It's kind of creamy beige in color right now. The other thing I never do is combine the dry ingredients all into a single bowl, but because you're watching me, I will do it properly. So this would be 1 3/4 cups of whole wheat flour. Sift this if you prefer less grainy cookies, or sub in unbleached or white flour if you prefer. I like the whole wheat, and they're pretty damn tasty that way. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, which I would have to say is probably the secret ingredient. I think this recipe could handle a whole teaspoon of cinnamon if you're a cinnamon fan. So I'm slowly adding the contents of the flour mixture in with the butter and sugar and egg mixture. Scrape the bowl to make sure everything's mixing. Mine needs to mix a little bit longer till all the flour is mixed in. Then we've got 2 cups of oats. Usually you would use rolled oats. These happen to be quick cooking oats and they make great cookies. When you're satisfied that you have everything mixed in, then you stir in the butterscotch chips. You can also sub in chocolate chips and or add 1/2 cup of raisins or chopped pecans. Just stir them in, don't beat it. Cool. So that's us done. So, I don't know if you can see, there you go. So I tend to take a heaping tablespoon because I like big cookies. And I've checked to make sure my oven is at 350 degrees, and I'm going to put the cookies in for 8 minutes. Next episode, Carmen Bennett, who plays Belinda, the lead character in Sifting Realities, will be joining us. If you have any questions or comments for me or Carmen about the show, you can Twitter or Facebook or YouTube them. So, cookies. They look like they're cooking fairly evenly, so I'm just going to put them back in for another 2 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes, and you can see they're just starting to brown. You could pull them now, and they would be really chewy. They would stay chewy. They wouldn't get too crispy. If you want them crispy, you're going to want to cook them for at least another 2 minutes. So, I don't know if you can see them. Okay, so we're gonna let those cookies cool for 2 minutes, approximately 2 minutes, and then we're gonna move them onto a cooling rack. So I hope you enjoyed chatting about oatmeal butterscotch chip cookies, and make sure to check out our next episode of Sifting Realities, episode 1, entitled Man in My Bed, and featuring peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. My favorite.